I'm gonna blow the lid off the most overpowered secret for ranking in AI search. And it is not the BS that those AI bros are talking about online. I've been secretly testing this strategy for dozens of clients inside my 8-figure SEO agency, and the results are off the charts. And I'm gonna show you how to do it right now with a brand new technique that I just developed called the Raids protocol. It's a simple system to get your brand featured in places that actually matter: news sites, blogs, and social media. This leads to more reach, more trust, and ultimately more sales through AI search. Clients using it are already getting backlinks, top-tier press coverage, and consistent citations and mentions in Google's AI mode and ChatGPT, leading to AI purchases. Right now, I'm gonna run you through the exact Raids protocol step by step for my own 7-figure brand, Kadi, so you can see exactly how it works. And the best part, at the end of this video, I'll share a full set of templates that you can use to run the Raids protocol for your brand. Let's start this quest with Recon. Every campaign starts with one simple question. What is the story that people actually care about? The goal isn't to come up with a clever idea for its own sake. It's to come up with an idea that ties naturally back to the brand. So now we're gonna start off with a blank doc. We're gonna have our brand at the top, our audience next, and then we're gonna write down the main questions that they ask. So when I'm thinking of my own brand, Kadi Luggage, we're in the travel niche. So people are asking questions like, what's the best time of year to book flights for cheaper prices? How do I make a 7-kilogram carry-on stretch further? And which airlines are cheapest once you add baggage? You'll notice that these aren't related directly to bags. They're in the travel niche, people that we're targeting. And when I think about these ideas, I'm always thinking about a journalist actually covering information like this. So I'm doing searches to see if there are similar articles that have been written before. From there, we searched through a ton of different online places. We looked at Google News, Google Trends, Reddit threads, TikTok trends, and travel blogs. Through this recon process, we found that people were complaining about add-ons, baggage fees, fees for seats, and meals a lot. Everyone felt like they'd been getting tricked into finding a cheap ticket when really they were getting ripped off. And so that's where the headline idea formed: airlines with the most hidden fees. It tied perfectly back to the luggage. If airlines only gave a 7-kilogram baggage limit, it made sense for us as a luggage brand to be talking about these hidden fees. So we just pulled that idea with this idea to come up with something that didn't feel forced, but was still adjacent to our niche, which was travel. Now it sounds complex, but the beauty of this idea was that it didn't require a massive data scrape, and it was something that we could do ourselves very easily. And what we came up with was just a clean, focused comparison. We had the top 10 airlines in Australia with the same route of Sydney to Hong Kong, the same date, the same time. Then we recorded the base fare, recorded the luggage allowance, and then checked the baggage to see the real cost. So now we'd done the recon, it was time to actually analyze the data. As they say, an idea is only an idea until you can prove it. And journalists don't want ideas, they want facts. So the next step then was finding data that would back up our claims. Here's what we did. We manually logged the fares of the top 10 most popular airlines in Australia. Some only allowed 7 kilos of carry-on, whereas others bundled it in with checked-in luggage. And by adding these consistently across the board, we built a fair comparison. And the result was beautiful. A comparison table that compared the base fare that was originally quoted versus the final fare when the basic things were added in. If you have resources like an intern or a data analyst, obviously they can do this for you. Or you might have to go through it manually. Now, it can take a few hours, but if your OG recon is good, trust me, any time spent on this will be worth it. What was beautiful about this is we weren't saying, here's a thought. We were able to say, concretely, revealed, Airline X adds the most hidden fees to Australian travelers. And that's the kind of headline that journalists love. And you just have to think about it. If you were someone scrolling through your feed into travel, like I am, would you click on that article? I sure would. And just like that, that's recon and analyze. If you stick around through the other steps of the Raids process, I'll give you the whole process and template completely free. All right, guys, it's time to infiltrate. Now we've got an awesome story with some great data, but it's useless unless we tell the right people. Sending a pitch to a random journalist and it's irrelevant is the fastest way to get ignored or blacklisted. So instead, we're gonna build a targeted media list. The goal should never be to grab hundreds of names. We just needed 20 to 30 Australian journalists that had written about travel tips or airlines before. That way we knew they would actually be interested. To put that list together, we used a paid tool called Muckrack. It shows you what journalists are writing about what topics. But if you're doing it manually, here's what to do. So step one, we've got to open Google Sheets. Luckily, I've got my computer right here. So once we've got that open with a blank Google Sheet with columns, we can have the columns being outlet, journalist, email, article URL, and then notes. Then we've got to start doing some Google searches. So we type airline hidden fees Australia or biggest ripoff airlines Australia. Now that's obviously in my case, you're going to change this based on what you're doing. So then step three is we're going to open an article, right? We're going to click a result that talks about airline costs or fees. In my case, obviously it's going to be different in yours. And then we're going to find the journalist's name, which is either at the top or the bottom of the article. Then step four is going to be getting the journalist details. So we're going to click that journalist's name, open their profile page, copy their name and their role into the sheet, and then copy the article URL into the sheet. Trust me, it'll come in handy later. Step five is finding their email. So if their email's on their profile, copy and paste it into the sheet. If not, you might need to go to the site's contact us page, or, nice little hack for you, you can try a tool like hunter.io, which will pull up these details fairly quickly. Step six is kind of the grind, I hate to say. You've got to do the same with 4 or 5 different search terms. So again, airline baggage fees, Australia, flight delays, Australia, and then keep adding these different journalists to the sheet. So step 7 is kind of cleaning it all up. So stop once you've got 20 or 30 journalists. Make sure, please, that they've written on the topic you're talking about recently and delete any duplicates or irrelevant names now that you're going through this list. So the end result will be a hand-built list of real journalists from outlets like Daily Mail Australia, news.com.au, Australian Traveller, or whatever journalists in the location and the niche that you're trying to get coverage in. So these are the people that were worth reaching out to and the ones that were most likely to run the story. So now it's time to deploy. So this is the deploy phase. We've got our media list and it's time to reach out to some of these journalists. But hold up, here's the key. You can't just spam journalists. If you send long, boring press releases to journalists, it's going straight to trash. The pitch needs to be short, clear, valuable, and right there in the email body. For this campaign, we led with a really strong subject line. Revealed the Australian airlines with the most hidden fees on baggage and seats. That instantly tells them what the story is about and why they should care. Inside that email, we then broke it down into quick bullet points. So it was base fare versus final fare after adding the baggage. There was airlines with the biggest price jumps, and then there's a percentage increase in costs from the original ticket to the final quoted price. The goal was simple, make their job as easy as possible. If they're able to just copy and paste the facts from your email straight into their article, then you've done your job right. The reality is journalists get hundreds of emails a day, maybe thousands, and there's half as many of them as there were pre-COVID. So don't waste their time. So we used Muckrack, which is a paid, more commercial grade tool to do this, but you could easily do this with things like BuzzSumo, MailChimp, or even Gmail with a basic tracking extension like Yet Another Mail merch. And if we didn't hear back, we sent just one polite follow-up about a week later. And if we didn't hear anything back from that, we parked it. And it's super simple. That's how you turn your story from a headline and a sheet to something that journalists can really run with. Now for the final part of the raids process, the score. After all the work, the idea, the data, the media list, the pitch, it's time to see what we got. For us, it took a couple of weeks and the results started flying in. So for our best time to fly campaign that we ran, we landed coverage in 9 travel, travel talk, and vacations and travel. They were real publications that put our story in front of hundreds of thousands of new people. So for that simple hidden fees campaign we did, we got picked up by Yahoo Finance, Australian Traveller, escape.com.au, Carry On, and tons more. So one headline revealed that Australian Airlines charging Australians up to 66% more in hidden fees. And that was a story that people couldn't ignore and journalists didn't want to. These were massive high authority placements and backlinks. We could see tangibly how they hacked our AI visibility, they built our brand trust, and they kept securing us customers way after these articles were live. And the cost? Just the time it took you to gather the data and pitch it, a fraction of what you would spend on paid ads or sponsored placements. And that's the power of the Raids protocol. Repeatable stories that get you coverage, links, and top tier media. So these were the results that we actually got. We had a 138% surge in our global organic traffic and 112% in national traffic growth in Australia. On top of that, we 4x'd our referral revenue from ChatGPT. And because the articles linked to Kadi luggage and came from tier 1 publications like Yahoo Finance and escape.com.au, they were quickly picked up by ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google's Gemini, now AI mode. So when people would type questions like, what airlines have the most hidden fees in Australia? Our campaign content was literally fueling the answers. This is the hidden advantage and the real hack of the Raids protocol, getting in the training data and the live indexes of these AI tools. Those placements turn into citations that stick around for years, long after those headlines fade. And that's what's so good about the Raids protocol. It's so simple. You've got your Recon, analyze, infiltrate, deploy, and score. It doesn't just win links, it dominates AI rankings. So like I said at the start of the video, I'm giving away this whole Raids protocol totally free. Like, I don't even want your email free. It's in the description, just click on the link and tell me how you're using it. That's all I ask. And I'll even take it a step further. If you want me to review your brand or you're struggling with some of the ideation, comment on this video and I'll actually help you out myself. All right, you wholesome nerd. Go get some links, tell me how you went, and I'll see you in the next one.